I'm walking around Cardiff in the sunshine and I'm worried about World War III, there is no World War III. All there is Cardiff in the sunshine. And bringing myself back to the moment and getting interested in that, to the feeling of my feet on the floor and the heat of the sun on my face instead of the fantasy bombs in the sky, that, to me, is a really powerful part of living a self-led life.
Are you paying attention to the state of the world, or is the state of the world consuming you? Hello everybody, my name is Davy. I am not an alcoholic. I refuse to be anonymous. I am someone who lives a self-led life, alcohol-free as fuck, and I spend every waking moment of my life helping other people do the same, like right now. The other day, I was listening to a Diary of the CEO debate episode, and all these different people from around the world were debating World War III. In fact, one person said, in response to the question, do you think we're going to be in World War III? He actually said, we're already in it, right? It's already begun. And unfortunately, this isn't the only podcast I've listened to that talks about the demise of our world. It seems to be a concurrent theme across the podcast universe: conflict, fear, division, violence, all of it streaming into my ears like it had a mission. And that mission, do you know what it is? It's to hijack my nervous system, right? To convince my parts that the world is a dangerous place and that I am not safe in it. To whisper to me that raising my child in this world is actually irresponsible, that everything I love could collapse tomorrow. But then I take a beat, which I always think is important when your parts are running amok inside your mind. Take a beat, take a pause. And I remember being in California, in Los Angeles, in the Agape Spiritual Church, and Michael Beckwith is delivering a sermon. And he says something, I hope I get the words right, but it was something like, you can be aware of what is going on in the world, but you don't have to be interested in it. And that line, it cracks me open every single time, because I've worked with so many strivers who get stuck in the liquid lie and become alcohol reliant, not because of alcohol, but because of fear. Fear of what's coming, fear of what's out there, fear about what it all means. They weren't just aware, as Beckwith says, they were possessed by their interest in it. They were hooked by doom, colonized by worst case scenarios. And when fear colonizes your nervous system, it's a short walk to the bottle, because fear knocks you out of presence and it shoves you below the line and it whispers to you, escape. We need escape. Right. I'm about to take a short break, but before I go, ask yourself this. What's the story, headline, or narrative that is stealing your attention today? Are you aware of it? Are you interested in it? Sit with that. I'll see you in a moment. Welcome back to the 1000 Days Sober podcast. I am your host, LeeDavy. And before the break, we were talking about the invisible weight of the world's chaos and the power of discernment. Now, let's take a look at the deeper truth, right? What you're really up against when you're listening to these things isn't the news, right? It's called neuroception. Now, neuroception is the body's unconscious way of scanning the environment for safety or danger. It comes from Stephen Porges' theory, polyvagal theory, okay? And it's like sonar, like a radar, but for threat. And it doesn't just listen to what's true. It listens to tone, to vibe, to energy, to posture, and to imagined futures. And here's the thing. If your parts believe the world is more dangerous than it actually is, then neuroception fires up the alarm. Adrenaline spikes, your breath shortens, your window of tolerance tightens. And now suddenly you're living on the edge, right where you're most likely to numb, distract, and spiral. Because the further you are on the edge of that window of tolerance, the further you are away from self, meaning the closer you are to that first drink. And that's why being aware of something but not being interested in it isn't just a really powerful quote, it's a daily practice, because it's your bridge back. It's your bridge back to breath, pardon me, to presence. So when I'm walking around Cardiff in the sunshine and I'm worried about World War III, there is no World War III. All there is Cardiff in the sunshine. And bringing myself back to the moment and getting interested in that, to the feeling of my feet on the floor and the heat of the sun on my face instead of the fantasy bombs in the sky, that to me is a really powerful part of living a self-led life. So yeah, I still listen to podcasts about war and politics and all those things that could drive me nuts and to get me into the fear frenzy, but I do it with one foot in self. And if fear ever flares up, I just pause, I meet that part and I say, hey, thank you for caring and worrying about us, but I've got it from here. And you know what? My parts are trusting me more and more every single day. And there's no reason why the same can't be true for you. Today's Daily Vow. Today, I will remain aware of the world without letting it run my world. I will stay inside my window of tolerance. I will stay close to self. I will not drink because that is not what I do. Being alcohol-free isn't just about turning down the booze. It's about protecting your nervous system from the ambient terror of the modern world. It's about remembering that fear is a frequency and your power lies in choosing not to tune in. So next time the algorithm serves you apocalypse, ask yourself, am I aware of this? And do I have to be interested? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have time for today. Please take a moment to rate and review the show. Help others reclaim their nervous system by sending it to them. Hey, next time you're having a drink with your friends, a drink of sparkling water, say, I've been listening to this podcast. It's really helping me. Check it out. Subscribe as well so you don't miss a show and the algorithm gets the impression that people are interested in it. If you want to learn more about how to be aware of what's going on in the world but not getting interested in it, then email me at thestrivemethod@gmail.com and I'll give you more information on our Strive Foundations workshop, which is going to give you insight into our 6-month workshop, the Strive Method, right? Okay, you ready to take our sovereign vow? I am. One hand in your heart, one hand in your belly, big deep breath. Just repeat after me. I am a striver who is alcohol free as fuck. And today I will not drink because that is not what I do and that is not who I am. Until tomorrow, everybody, much love and strive on.